What's up, everyone? Mike here, of course, the host of the Area Tech Podcast. We're getting closer ever so much to the weekend, but we're almost there. It's Friday Eve, but nonetheless, we have a show for you, and it's going to be a good one. You all remember our wonderful Chiefs and Arkansas fan, Miss Teshia, is back, and not only are we going to be talking some football, but kind of just general conversation. Just be prepared. Hopefully, you can get some laughs, and you never know what we may talk about. So, here with the next hour, it's going to be some fun stuff. Of course, you can always listen to us on all major podcast platforms. But nonetheless, Tisha, how are you, ma'am?
I am lovely. Absolutely great. I've had a wonderful day. How are you?
Not too bad. I can't complain. Besides the temperature, I'm about over summer already.
Mm, I asked for it though. I'm not gonna lie. When it was cold, I was like, "Please just be 100 degrees." Like I was like, "Please just get 100 degrees." Yeah. So I really can't complain. I'm glad it is. It is. It's super hot though. It's ridiculous.
So, I guess what you're saying is that we can blame you for it, for the heat,
Pretty
if you
much.
live in
I'll
the
take it. Yep. Let's go.
sweet. Alrighty then. I like your hat, by the way, even though you still, probably cheated to get it, but nonetheless,
A little bit of this. Just let me do this.
we'll
Oh,
be we'll
so
be repping it next year, so don't worry.
yours is super nice too. Although I hate to say that about a Denver hat, but it's pretty nice.
Yeah, this is isn't too bad. I'll give props to whoever created it. Pretty cool,
Yeah,
pretty cool.
you did good.
Nonetheless, we got a little sports to talk about, a little football. First things first, Baker Mayfield, my homie from Oklahoma, my OU boy, of course, gets to be traded from Cleveland to Carolina. Carolina practically gave up really nothing
Hold on,
to get
my
him.
joke with that before I even somebody asked me. So like I saw it pop off on my notifications and I was like, oh wow, he's going to Carolina. And they're like, well, what did we trade for him? And I was like, probably a bag of Skittles. Like, I was
That's
like,
practically what it was.
it really was. I had no facts, and then I looked and I was like, oh, that's bad.
Yeah, a buddy of mine, Dan, co-host of the Time of BS podcast. Shout out to him if he's listening. But he texted me practically like, really, a fifth round pick for the number one overall pick. I don't know what his contract looks like, so I guess at the end of the day, it could even out. But to give up a fifth round pick for him is that's a win win if you're Carolina.
Yeah. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? I mean, and if you're him, I mean, seriously, he didn't like his situation. He wanted out, so he got out. He's still getting paid.
Well, and rightfully so. And I don't really blame him for wanting to leave Cleveland because Cleveland and all you wonderful Brown fans, you can now officially go suck it. All you,
Choices.
it's yeah, that's a nice version of it. Um, they did him wrong. We understand everybody wanted Deshaun Watson. I'm glad Denver got smart and said, no, we're gonna pass. I knew Denver was quite a bit. Cleveland really could have set their organization back. And here's why.
Yeah.
You lost now your number one overall pick. You could potentially lose Deshaun Watson for the entire year. So now you're down to Jacoby Brissett
Hmm.
as your starting quarterback week one.
That's where all your chips are at on the table. That is great.
On top of that, they gave up practically, I don't remember what the trade was for Deshaun, but practically gave up multiple first rounds along with other draft picks. They really sell the farm. They really sold their farm on this one. And this one really could set back Cleveland if they don't watch themselves.
I mean, the thing they had going for them, in my opinion, was Baker. So whatever. We'll watch this one unfold. Hey, heavy contenders. Like I remember thinking like, oh, this is a sleeper team that's gonna really do something. I was like, man, I think they'll do something good. This will be that team that like really shocks you this year, and they did. So, but yeah, no, it's a mess now. Hope he does well. Week one. That's interesting.
Must watch TV.
Oh my god.
That is absolutely
I
must
swear to
watch
God, I
TV.
hope he comes out and just kills it. I mean, I really do. Which is it's kind of unlikely if you think about it, because everything's so new, but honestly, I just hope he does. I hope he just lets him have it. It would be great football. That would be great football, right?
Oh, absolutely.
There we go.
So here we go. Now you got Christian McCaffrey. You got Baker. Who's their receivers? DeAndre Moore?
You
I
tell
think
me.
so. I think so.
My
I
my my love of the Browns started and stopped with I'm a huge Baker fan. I want him to do really well. I think he has a lot of potential. We'll see.
he has Robbie Anderson. They got Robbie. Here's the thing that I get, and oftentimes not, I get that Rashad Higgins. I get that maybe DeAndre Moore isn't on there, but I get that. Yeah, there is DJ Moore. That's what I was thinking of. Um, Charleston Ramble's on there from OU. Anyway, that's cool. Um, no, I think I get. What am I trying to say here? I get that it's a strictly a business, but here with Carolina, but I really do. I think Carolina got themselves a quarterback.
I
I
think
don't like Sam Darnold. I wasn't a huge fan of him. I know I mentioned it to you earlier today. I'm not
mm,
a huge fan of Sam Darnold. Wasn't at USC. USC quarterbacks, with the exception of Carson Palmer, and that's an exception, really busted in the NFL. Matt Leinart sucked. He couldn't beat out an old Kurt Warner. So David Booty, I don't know if he ever made the squad. If he did, he was backup or third string or practice squad.
I say go for it. Let them have a year, man. They freaking need it.
You gotta go Baker week one.
I hope. I really hope.
You
I
have to.
really, really do. I really, really, really do.
Even if it's just 1 week, give
Mm,
us Baker versus Cleveland.
yeah. I think is there any more like hype or or reason? I mean, they're paying him to play against them, like all of the things. Just like, come on, deliver, man. Let's go. I mean, there's a possibility he can. So
Let me check this before I say anything. But week one is going to be a doozy. Let me make sure I get this right. That's exactly what I thought. So week one, you got the Bills going to LA facing the Rams Thursday night. You got Baker against Cleveland. You scroll down here, Miami, I think is gonna be interesting against New England.
definitely.
You got Kansas City's got to go to face Kyler Murray from week one. Green Bay goes to Minnesota week one, but Tampa goes to Dallas. The Raiders goes to the Chargers. But you can't top it off. You got Baker against Cleveland, but also Russ goes back to Seattle. Oh, week one is absolutely if you're not watching NFL
Take
week
out
one,
work. Just cancel all your plans. That is going to be honestly like they made us wait. I feel like this offseason's been so long. We waited long enough. Let's just get some good football in. That's gonna be good. But you know what I feel about that. So
I hope Kyler tears you guys apart.
did you seriously just say that?
I sure did. I hope Kyler does it.
That
That would
was.
make my day.
I'm sure it would. Yes.
Kyler and Baker, you guys
Oh,
got this.
yeah. Oh my God.
And Russ, you got this
You're just
too.
really putting your trust in Russ, huh?
It's gonna either bust or hurt. It's gonna either we're gonna win or we're gonna lose.
Right. And I mean, I'm in the same boat, so it's fine. I'm not going to throw too much shade. You know what? I hope you do win your first week and then none after that.
I hope you guys just go winless. I really do. Since you now said that, since you said that, I hope Pat Mahomes tears his ACL,
Oh my God!
and I hope
Hope for that.
Travis Kelsey gets pulled over for DUI.
He
I
would be
hope and
first.
Andy Reid. I hope he. I don't
Don't
know
say
about it. I don't
it.
know about Andy.
It's
We
nice
got
here.
trips over a camera guy and breaks his leg.
All right, moving on. Jeez.
No, I got nothing against you. Our good friends NFL Outdated, of course, he commented earlier. Steve's the Chiefs still finishing last in the division, right? Uh, no, I don't think so. It's not going to happen. As
Definitely.
much as I would actually find that hilarious,
I'm sure you would.
just because of that, I would absolutely say no. I
Yeah.
would say Kansas City, Denver, Chargers, Raiders.
Did you just say that?
What? Kansas City, Denver, Chargers, Raiders.
Yeah.
I really think, honestly, I think all four could win a division.
Could. Yeah. I mean, there's really, you just don't know. I mean, here's the thing. I'm clearly not a Raiders fan, and that whatever. It's fine, and I hate talking on them just because it's
Right.
funny and that's what we do. But like, I mean, there's a chance. There's always a chance.
Theoretically,
You don't
absolutely.
know. You don't know. Yeah. That's what makes it so great is the fact that you just don't know. You think you know. Your heart wants you to think you know, but you just don't know. So, sure, I'm picking us first every time, but
Well,
it's
that's.
not. I mean, come on.
I think if a team can get somehow 2 wins against whoever, I don't care if it's against the Raiders, I don't care. Say, for example, if Denver can sweep Kansas City, is it possible? Yeah, sure, why not? Is it realistic? Sure, why not? Can it happen? Sure. Anything can happen. But I think if a team can surprise somebody and sweep whoever, a team in the AFC West has a higher chance of winning the division than if you split.
Hmm.
The Raiders and the Chargers really are going to rely off of the Chargers. Really, they're going to be the defense. The Raiders are going to rely on a lot on Derek Carr.
Which is what I'm looking forward to.
Him and his eyeliner.
Hmm. I gotta figure out where he gets that stuff from. Okay, moving on.
Tweet at him. I'm sure he may respond back.
I'm absolutely sure. No, no.
There's some athletes that may. Wells Welker did years and years ago. That was pretty cool.
Moving on. What are we talking about? I only have so much, emphasis so I can go into that. Like, I was like, all right, good.
Have you been keeping up with the college football um, conference expansions?
I mean, some. Tell me about them.
So obviously you're familiar with the Big Ten,
Hmm.
obviously because everybody is when you have Ohio State. Of course, Oklahoma, Texas go into the SEC. You got the Big 12 getting their teams. So this past week, USC and UCLA, Lincoln Riley, that little. Anyway, USC and UCLA are leaving the Pac 12 to go to the Big 10. First off, there's nothing Big 10 that represents UCLA or USC to begin with. It takes 2 flights, or I think 2 layovers to get where they got to go. Nebraska's their closest opponent in Lincoln,
Hmm.
Lord forbid. But now you got on top of that. But here's the fun part. Yesterday, I read something that said that the SEC is looking at Clemson, Florida State, Miami, and Virginia Tech. I'm not going to say much about college football because I don't want to ruin this year. College football is starting to be ruined by the NIL and by money. This is starting to be almost borderline a development league for the NFL. It's getting to
Well,
that point.
you say ruined, and here's the thing. This is why I love college football. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm
Right.
a Georgia Bucks fan. I like to watch LSU. I love to watch the talent like that's up and coming because I appreciate the fact that the NFL is, sorry to say this, but it is you're a professional. You are
Well, yeah.
getting paid hopefully what you earn or what you're worth or whatever. It doesn't always work out like that. But like to me, that's the best of the best, getting noticed, doing well. It is different for me. So I have mixed opinions on this. I really, really do. I've always thought like, when you're in college, you just you grind it out. You just play,
Right.
and you're risking injury and you're risking any chance that you have of going. So like, if you can have like some reward for that risk, Is it worth it? But it's messing everything up. You're not wrong. I mean, things are just nuts. They're just nuts. I'm like not. I'm a creature of habit. So like when things start changing, I'm like, I don't know, But also, do I want somebody to potentially get paid for their skills when they might not potentially get paid later? I mean, that happens all the time. So I'm a 50-50 on this one. I really have pros and cons.
I see, and I've had D'Artagnan on, and he's explained. I've had others come on, and they've explained it.
Well, I can't explain it. I'm just
I, I
feeling.
mean, I see the player standpoint, and I totally get it, even from lower level ball. I get what they're coming from. The the issue I think that a lot of people are having is the fact that, and at least let's go D1, D1 AA, FBS, FCS. I think the issue that people are having is the fact that you guys are already getting almost or literally a full ride scholarship where your books and your food and your room and board and every single penny is already paid off. So why should they get X amount of money? Bryce Young, quarterback out of Alabama, read an article. He makes about 6 to 7 years, 6 to 7 mil a year off of just the NIL.
And why not?
Because now recruiting is going to start becoming a money fest. So
I mean,
Arkansas can get players, but now they're going to have to pay, quote
and
unquote,
we have
to
deep
get
pockets.
those athletes.
Don't get me wrong. We have really deep pockets. So we have never got to use them. So we don't have that. Here's the thing. Why is it always Alabama? Why is it always, all the big schools? It's always all the big schools because a player will go there literally for the cloud, literally for that attention, literally for that
Well, of
reason,
course.
and risk their bodies and risk all of that. Now, I mean, look, why not art? Who the hell ever wants who plays? Sorry, I cuss. Who
I
plays
don't
who
care.
plays football in college and goes, I can't wait to go to Arkansas. It's
Well,
LSU. It's Alabama. It's come on. It's so it has to. It should level it at some point, like to some degree. Now, I will say our coaching has leveled it. Like I think last year we had, Pittman. Like
right.
we had. So I think that like coaching levels it a lot, like which we were really unlucky in for like a decade. But like I think so that helps a lot. But like man, I don't know. Why not? I don't know what it's gonna do. Well, never mind. I'm not even gonna go there. But I'm
But
not. I don't like it, but I don't hate it. I need to see more facts, if that makes sense. I need to see more. Like let me read some stats and see how things are going. Let me see where people go. It's just too new for me to really like draw a line in the sand.
I think and a lot of people don't like the NCAA. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it is what it is. They're going to have to sit down and say, here's the limit when it
Right.
comes to the, because what you're going to have is, and I forgot, it might have been Lane Kiffin that talked about it, but now you're going to start becoming literally, it's going to be a bidding war when it comes to Alabama, when it comes to LSU, when it comes to eventually, Ohio State and Clemson and Notre Dame and who else was in there last year? Georgia, Oklahoma eventually, Texas maybe, but it's going to become a bidding war. Now I don't know what Arch Manning saw in Texas. I don't know, but poor guy.
I can tell you
But
something else came out of Texas that was pretty good. I'm just kidding.
not winning because he's not going to win that either.
uh, maybe that's why he's going somewhere different. Like separate yourself, go somewhere where your talent will shine and you'll be noticed.
Oh, he'll be noticed.
Oh, obviously, geez. Hold on, here's my joke. I'm so glad it wasn't Alabama because I really want to watch this kid play football, and I did not want to watch a bunch of Alabama football games. So glad he's in.
When do we not watch a lot of Alabama? They're on constantly.
Right. I'm not saying I don't. I just don't enjoy it. I'd rather not. Rather
Fair
not
enough.
play it. Yeah. So, anyways, it's fine.
I'm just with the conference expansion, it's starting to And I read a comment earlier on Twitter. I forgot who said. I don't know who these people are, but it was funny. One of them said, "You might as well just have the Big Ten and the SEC, and everybody else is kind of really out in the open." It's just sad that colleges sports, at least in football, has gotten to this point to where you're practically it's either going to be the SEC or it's going to be the Big Ten. That's really what it boils down to. When is enough is enough? Are we literally going to have like the SEC a league of 40 teams? You're already at 16. You got Oklahoma, Texas coming in. I mean, if you add, Miami, Clemson, Florida State, and Virginia
Yeah,
Tech, which I don't know why,
USC.
that's 20. I think the Big Ten's already at what 16 up there, 18, something like that.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Toughest schedule is the best football.
But now see, here's what I'm worried about. The SEC has the representation of the best conference in the nation. No argues. But here's the deal. Now you're going to bring in a mediocre, below average Miami team, a
It says you.
barely average Virginia Tech, a horrendous program in Texas, an average Texas or below average Texas, who can't beat Kansas. Clemson's okay, but now you're going to start getting too many teams to where the league is going to start, in my opinion, diminishing.
No, it
Yes.
no. You play hard and do better. No, quit. You're talking. I'm an Arkansas fan. 2 years ago, we were. Mm,
Well, yeah, you guys lost on North Texas.
yeah. Just hard no. I watched every game and I cried. It was. But you know what you do, and that's what I love about the SEC is because you have to learn how to adapt. You have to learn who's going to be good this year. What do we need to do? What do we need? Who do we need to change? What coach do we need to get? That's good football. No,
Now you're going to have more Vanderbilts. What's going to happen?
we're gonna have what?
More Vanderbilts.
I can live with that.
More Missouri teams. That's what you're going to have. I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh, come on. I don't know. I don't. I'm like
NCAA banned this thing.
love it or hate it yet. I don't know. I don't have enough. There's not enough research yet, so we'll see.
The NIL, fair enough, more research. The continuously expansion of these conferences, I'm getting tired of already.
Change.
I was cool with Oklahoma with SEC. I still thought 16 was ridiculous. Nah, I don't know. Come on, USC, UCLA, the Big Ten, really? What is the Big Ten? I mean, I hope USC loses every freaking game.
You can't say that. Or you can. You said
I was
it.
hoping that Lincoln Riley would have left because that's what happened with Oklahoma. He left Oklahoma because they joined the SEC.
Yeah. Well, you're a good gang. All right, what's next?
USC.
I have family. Jeez, dig deep.
Do what?
I said I have family there. Dig deep. I can't just completely hate on them.
Hey, you never know. They may lose to Nebraska. If you lose Nebraska, you're anyway.
Need to reevaluate some choices. Okay, let's go.
Fair enough. Social media has been a pretty hot topic when it comes to politics. It comes to everything. Obviously, social media is literally everybody's new family and then some. You meet your loved ones, you meet your best friends, you meet everybody that's on there. However, social media, also you got your strange ones. Talking about DMs. What? I'm sure from a woman's standpoint, I'm sure you got stories galore.
I have a million, and oh my god! Listen, it's definitely different. So okay, let me just tell you. I'll start with this. Being, I guess, just like a woman on Twitter is hard. Then being like a woman likes football is extra hard.
Well,
and
sure.
Just oh god. It is what it is. But it's also great though. It has its upsides. I've met some of the greatest people I even know on Twitter. But it can be a little rough. There's definitely a vetting process and a lot of. Uh, we talked about this, like how many people I blocked, and I looked, and I was just like hundreds, maybe 1,000. I don't know, just hard blocks. It's totally. I think it's totally different. I don't know. You just block like random people, like 20 a day.
Well, I was going to ask you, what is your criteria when it comes to blocking? Everybody else like, well, my requirements into so and so. Here's now you got requirements of blocking. Me on the me for example, if you're a bot or only
Oh,
fan, or if you're overseas,
so
um, you're just already blocked.
if you have
Uh,
like if you have like 2 followers, and I don't know where your follow came from. I'm not even. Or here's the thing: if I literally follow you back, because I'll look. So if I follow you back and you instantly send me a message, like I'm pretty nice, and that's my like I think maybe my flaw. I'm pretty nice, and I'll be like, meh. I'll just delete it. But then like if you keep sending me messages, I'm just gonna block you. There's just no, like I don't know you, so it's just like a vetting process for sure.
Me, I don't really get strange DMs. I got a few in my life that I think it's been on Twitter 12, 13 years, something like that. But I don't really recall besides there's a few. One I can guarantee you she was a bot, or somebody was trying to get one all over. The block thing when it gets to me is I always check if you have no tweets, usually means you
Yeah,
just created an account, means you're blocked.
yeah,
If you're overseas, you're gonna have to really I gotta really evaluate your profile. And then three, if you're an OnlyFans or you act like you're on OnlyFans, you're gonna be out the door anyway.
100%. Man, I've got some weird ones, and I'm not gonna throw any shade or do any of that, but I'm just saying it's.
What's one of your weirdest ones without saying the name of the person that sent it?
I get people ask, oh no, I'm not. That's very personal. I get really weird stuff.
I'm sure they probably want you to
I'm
take
like,
pictures of
oh
your
my
feet.
God. Yes, exactly. I get, oh my God, did I just read that? Like, it really blows my mind the things that people will say, like behind a, emoji, like, or not even like a profile picture, but I'm just like, why would you even say that, like, at all? Oh, it's been crazy. And I did a funny thing, like this was way back when I started my Twitter. I was like, hey, DM me anything and I won't respond.
Oh Lord.
I've deleted all of those and blocked all of those, but wow, that was don't do that. If you're a woman, don't do that. It was crazy. I mean, I got a lot of love. I've not, and that's one thing I've been really lucky on Twitter. Like I've literally had really only like some really really good interactions and relationships and meeting people. I
Hmm.
haven't really gotten any hate, which I fully expected, I guess, but just weird stuff where you're like really, okay, I have to block you now. Just yeah,
What
block them.
is your biggest annoyance when it comes to blocking? What's the biggest what is when you receive a DM from usually
Like if
whoever?
somebody just says hi and they have like not a lot of followers or whatever, if I've just followed them, like I'll just delete the message. I have
Right.
literally like put up with somebody telling me hi every day for like 40 days, and then I'm just like, God, I have to fucking block you. Like I've never responded. I've never, I've just been like delete, delete, delete. Like I vetted it. It was, I think, a valid account. I'm just like, I don't have any reason to engage, so I'm not going to engage. No, other than that, like, I don't know. I've done pretty well with keeping mine like mostly sports fans. So I love to talk shit. Clearly,
Yeah.
we had a good session earlier, which was awesome. And I think I won.
I don't know though. That old guy was really wanting to take a picture with you.
You did. Oh, yeah, you did win. I won't lie, you did win. I was like, oh shit, I ain't even got nothing for that. But no, I mean, it's a weird balance. You just have to really like. I think for me, like when somebody like if you follow somebody or whatever, like don't just instantly hit me up. Like that kind of creeps me out. Like follow, like interact, act like you're a person. Like I have a long vetting process, like a long one before I actually give somebody like the time of day or like my actual like real life time.
Right.
So if you just like, push, 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 I'm just, I'm not gonna do it. Nah. But a lot of people do, like a lot. I was like looking to see if I could find anything. I delete that stuff. I don't even want it on there. I block and delete so much. Just block and delete. I don't even want it on there.
When it comes to, here we go. Have you had to block somebody after a while, even though they're a normal person? Say, for example, it was me, and I just sent a message X, Y, and Z. But after a point, it's like, okay, cool. This guy's really cool. And then you get across a line. There's obviously a line for everybody that everybody has. Have you ever had to block somebody because they crossed the line, even though you got to know them after a while?
Yes, absolutely. It's not as easy, or it's harder to do that than it is to just block somebody that says
Hmm.
hi. Does that make sense? If you just like hi, I'm like, okay, you're blocked. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just gonna send a message that says hi then and
No,
see
I
what
love
happens.
you. I could never block you. Quit. I joked about that. I'm so sorry.
Oh, and by the way, Joe, yes, the Raiders will win the division this week or
Oh,
this year.
that's terrible. I knew you were gonna do it. I knew
Watch
you
it gonna
were
happen. It's
gonna
gonna
do
be
it.
hilarious.
Oh, and if they do, oh my god, I'll have to eat so much crow, and that's totally fine.
We
Oh,
all will.
hey,
That's
who
what the
is the
bad
answer
part
to
is.
that question? Who is the answer to that question? What is your honest answer?
Who's that?
Like, who's gonna if it's not your team, the question.
Oh, the question that Joe asked. If it's not our team,
Yeah.
who's gonna win the Super Bowl? Oh, Buffalo by far.
Mm.
Buffalo, easy,
I
hands
have two
down.
answers. I have two answers. So hear me out here. And
Oh,
I'm a dreamer. Don't and this is I'm not calling this or don't receipt me on this. But like honestly, if Baker could just punch it out and win one, wouldn't that be so cool? They'd make movies about him and shit. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen.
no, not this year. No.
No,
Mm-mm.
no, no. But yeah, my next answer would have been the Bills. Anybody that I would want to, if it's not the Chiefs, would definitely be the Bills. Honestly, I want him to get a ring. I want Josh Allen to get a ring under him so he knows the pressure. Like, let's go. Like it would just make things so much more dynamic. So would I hate it? Absolutely. Would I get a lot of grief for it? Absolutely. I mean, but it wouldn't be honestly, I think it'd be the most deserved. I think they're probably the number two contenders. But then again, I don't know what we're gonna do either. But I wouldn't be mad. That's all I gotta say. I wouldn't be mad.
There you go, Joe. No, mine's easy, hands down. It's Buffalo. I don't see them not making it to the Super Bowl.
You
And
don't see them not making it.
if
Well, they're
I'm
not
not trying to put
in playoff
pressure.
games. You know.
I'm not gonna try to put too much pressure on Bills Mafia, but to me, in my personal opinion, if Buffalo does not make this, at least make the Super Bowl this year, is absolutely complete failure of the 22 season.
Well, there you go. That was a there you go. Well said.
They got too much talent not to get there this year.
Well, that can happen too. We have a whole lot of talent, and we might not get there. So it is what it is. It's
Well,
football.
once Pat Mahomes tears his ACL, you guys definitely aren't going to get
No,
there.
don't make me do it again. No, 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 no. No.
It's going to be during the Raiders game, so there you go.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. I'm going to give you some shit on freaking Twitter later. It's terrible. Don't say that. Oh. If it wasn't, hold on, this is my question to you. If it wasn't, and I don't even have an answer for this, honestly.
Right.
Well, I guess I just did answer. But if it wasn't, if it's not going to be Buffalo, who then?
If it's not who?
If it's not Buffalo, if it's not the Bills, who then? Like,
Ooh.
ooh, see, gotcha.
It's nobody in the NFC East because Dallas can't ever win a playoff game. I think it's hard to repeat if you're the Rams.
I think it's the Raiders.
It's not Kansas City. It's not Denver.
No.
I'm gonna go. It's not much of a surprise.
Raiders,
I'm
is
gonna
it
go
not?
out on the limb. very out on the limb. Arizona.
Sleeper team.
Dark horse.
I love a good sleeper story. All
They
right.
had a pretty decent off season. Vance Joseph is showing that he's a lot better D coordinator than he is head coach. Kyler just needs to play ball.
Can he though?
Make or break. I think this is his last year in his rookie contract, I believe. That or Tampa. I mean, you can't argue against Tom Brady.
Well, obviously, I mean that's the come on. We don't. Oh yeah. I mean that's. Yeah, you're probably right.
I mean, if you want third, if you want top, if it's not Buffalo, you top two. I mean, you gotta throw Tampa in there somewhere.
Oh my God, yeah, like probably next contender. I just choose not to. So
We're all trying. It's like Alabama. We're all trying to figure a way out how we can avoid
wait,
that
yeah,
team to be in there.
exactly. Oh Lord.
So many of you may know that last week, or if you listened to the episode, that I had Sean from Tough T's podcast on last week, and it was quite interesting podcast, and she did, I thought, a phenomenal job. But as always, but there was a question on them that I asked her that she was pretty wide open, and hopefully we can kind of get your aspect. If not, totally cool. The question was: is pornography when it comes to relationships? Is that bad? Can it be bad for the relationship?
Mm, you're asking me. It's that's on a 1-to-1 thing. It really just depends. You're
Just kind of
asking
curious.
you're asking a woman though. We go through shit. So we go through shit or stuff. Oh shoot, sorry. We go through stuff you guys don't go through. Sorry. We go through things you guys don't go through. So I mean, yes, no, maybe. It just I think it breaks down to just like the actual situation.
Because she was flat out said yes to it's bad, and then she gave her a reason, which I respect. I was kind of figure out from another woman's standpoint. Of course, I'm not going to start asking all random women, but like, hey, by the way, you don't know me, but I don't know you. But here's the question of the day.
Uh no, it literally has to break down to the actual situation. You don't know what she's been through. I'm sure I've been through it too. So you know that falls on y'all. So I don't know.
I don't know though.
I don't
I
think so.
could see that's a tough one, and here's why. If how can I word this without
It
being
shouldn't be, but
a
it
guy?
absolutely can be a problem.
I
Absolutely.
think it could be a problem, especially if he or she or both are committed to that instead of to each other in regards to the attention to them instead of the attention to a 35-minute 5-second video.
There you
Depends on
go.
however long it gets them taken care of, but
Well, well, it is where your loyalties lie. I don't know. I'm not. I'm done. I'm raising my hands on that one. Not doing it. Checking out. But
I don't know. I think it could be one of those double-edged swords, and I've always told people that you gotta
absolutely.
give your person that you're with the attention because I'm sure they're liable to do all kinds of
What else
things.
are you doing? Then never mind. I mean, so hold on. I'm super addicted to football, so that's been an issue for me. So I don't
Well,
know.
how you fix that is you find some guy and say, "Hey, you like football?" He'd be like, "Yeah." And see, now you fix the issue.
No. Well, there you go. So
See?
I'm not answering. This is off record. This is not me. We're not doing this. Not
So,
mine.
guys out there, just let you know if you like football, hit up T-shirt. You may get lucky. I don't know.
No, we will fight, and it will be an issue.
Okay, well, apparently you're
I
gonna fight
will
then.
in my car or listen in my car when I can't get it streaming. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
See, I'm trying to help you here.
I don't need help. I'm good.
Her number is
No. Oh God, please no. I already
No,
have to do
I'm
Twitter.
definitely not doing that by
Yeah.
any means.
Oh, shit. Which also, hey, I do want to say though, hold on, and you did bring up the DM things. Like I've found obviously so many good people on
Right.
Twitter. Oh my God, so many. I think you just have to like. I'm a little bit too nice, and I think it. I think it like or honestly like when I started I was like way too nice. Now I'm just learning how to like have a thick skin and just be
Hmm.
like whatever, whatever, whatever. But like do not sometimes I wonder, I'm like, oh, was that a good friend? Maybe potentially that, I could have made, but I think the thing is interact. Be like a person. Like be there. Like do things, say things like that. That's a big deal. If you're especially if you're a girl, like don't just always just fuck. Just then. Don't do that. We don't like that. Like, come on, give us a minute to be like, oh, okay, whatever. But I have a lot of really good Twitter friends. My mom always said never trust anybody on the internet, but like I found a lot of really cool people. So she was wrong. A lot.
If you were Elon Musk, the owner of Twitter, what would you do to change it?
Oh, well, okay, here's what I would do. So like so when I block somebody, I want to block them.
Right.
Especially somebody that like I've had like interactions with or like conversations with. Like that's a big deal to like really just say, okay, bye. Um and what do? They literally just make a burner account, get a few followers, and I'm
Right.
obviously trying to gain followers. So I can't vet everybody. Like I mean I try to, but like I have literally like I'm like, oh, okay, so I blocked you, and then I'm like, oh, did you just make a new account? Like they just make a new account and then follow you again, and it's like there's no way to know. Like you could do like, oh, I love the Chiefs and whatever, and have like 4 followers, and be like, oh, it's a Chiefs fan, so I'm gonna follow it, and it that needs to stop. That needs to stop. Like they really, 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 really need to do the block and then make a new account, block,
Hmm.
make a new account, block, make a new account. That's I mean. It is what it is. It really voids the whole blocking process to some extent because most people will just be like, "Oh, dang, I got blocked." But there's those that don't,
Right.
and as a woman, that's a big deal. So you're like, it kind of messes with the whole like follow back. You really have to vet people.
The follow trains.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
mind the follow trains. A lot
Oh,
of
I
them
like them.
do get annoying though.
Oh, yeah. What with mentions and stuff?
Not so much mentions. It's always the ones that you're obviously tagged in, and then everybody in the world comments. It's
Comments,
the
yeah.
ones that will say, "Oh, follow back," and nobody ever follows you back. It's those ones that want the followers, but they don't want to follow them
Yeah,
back. I'm like, no, I'm gonna the second you don't follow me back, I'm gonna go the next day if you haven't followed me yet from that
not
follow train.
really more than a day.
No, no, you don't.
You do.
No, if I get like if somebody started one right here and be like, hey, we're gonna start a follow train. Hey, I expect those people to.
I get called out on some that I don't even understand why, but like I'm very grateful. I'm always grateful for him. Like, oh my gosh, thank you. But you do have to, yeah, you got to go back through and like see who, really did. What bothers me is when somebody follows you back and then they unfollow you. And I'm like, yeah,
I can see that.
that's not cool. That's not cool, like at all.
If I was Elon Musk and then moving on, I would add. What would I add? Definitely a better blocking system.
Mm,
Honestly, I would do since he's so high tech and so smart and he's creating cars that can drive you. Um,
can they? But yes.
hey, they're at my price range, but I think that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it is.
Um, he needs to do where everybody has to go through a verification. I want to see a picture of your face, and it has to match literally like a face ID, like they do on the phones.
I'm literally I've had to re-verify twice and lost all my followers. And I had never had to do that. And it happened within a matter of like 4 days. So it's very frustrating. I'm still like finding people that I'm like, oh crap, I'm not following you back. Like I've known for 2 years. That makes
Slacker.
sense. It's a mess. It's a total mess. Yeah, it's a
Just
mess.
slacking on the following thing.
It's a mess. I love Twitter though. Don't get me wrong. That's like, yeah. That honestly, that's the only social I do is
Well, I was
Twitter.
gonna say, yeah, that's my go-to.
Yeah.
Because I got banned on Facebook.
Oh God, of course you do. What?
I said throat punch, and you can't say throat punch.
You can't say throat.
You cannot say throat punch. No. Nope.
Oh, don't make me mad. I'll punch you in the throat. Like that's just,
Yeah, and then you'll get the community guidelines people on you and be like, you can't be saying that.
oh my God.
Yeah, and you have to accept the punishment. Otherwise, you can fight it, but it's like, why am I going to fight a computer? It's just stupid. So there you go.
No, I don't do. Yeah, just Twitter for me. Twitter's fine. It's different as a woman though. That's all I gotta say. Not gonna try to just, but it is. It's very different.
Well, I'm sure it is. I'm not gonna definitely not argue that call,
It's
especially in the
hard
world
to
we're
try to
living
like,
in.
be somewhat professional on here because you're just like I don't know what to say or what to do or who to even respond to. But yeah, I don't know. I think I do a pretty good job. I just block a lot of people, like a lot.
I bet your block list is literally probably 5 pages long.
It's so long. It didn't even let me get to the bottom of it. I was like, oh shoot. I didn't realize it either because when I started, I like didn't want to block anybody. I was like, oh, I'm trying to be like so. No, it's yeah. I'll just be like going through followers. I'm just like no block, no block, no. If you have 0 followers or if you're like no, I'm just like no, just no, just no, just no, hard no.
Fun question. What would you do seriously if Travis Kelsey followed you on Twitter?
I'd lose my shit. We've talked about that.
Well, we talked about the fact that I would have to use bail bond money on you.
Oh yeah, no, I'd probably pass out. No, that's super
Well, don't do that.
that would be super funny. I don't expect it though, but just saying,
Well, no.
I'm your girl. No, no, it would be super super awesome. Like I followed like a few big accounts, and I won't lie, like or like corporate accounts, and I won't
Mhm.
lie. Like when I got the follow back, like I just jumped around. I was like, oh my god, I finally got it. So it's super cool. Yeah, that's never gonna happen, but you know, that's kind of like football. You never know what's gonna happen. I, yeah, I'd lose my shit, literally. But
I
I,
could see you riot, but in
I,
a good way.
I'd recover eventually, so it's
I would
fine.
hope so.
Oh, dude.
People probably listening like, man, this show's really out there. I'm like, yeah, I had nothing planned. We're gonna wing this thing tonight. Those are the best ones anyway.
But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So much fun. Do we have any questions or anything we got to get out of the way?
Oh, here we go.
Okay,
Think
let's
of,
go.
think I got a few. Okay. I know we got Joe. Excuse me.
Hey, my man, that guy. Oh my God, you better get on board and say you knew him when, because he's blowing up. He's gonna blow up. That's some serious stuff right there. At Joseph Podcast, follow.
That was weird. I literally heard somebody screaming. I don't know where. Alrighty. To the both of us, who's going to be the worst team this year and why? And who will be your best team that fails to get to the Super Bowl?
Oh, who's gonna be the worst team this year?
Detroit.
Yeah.
Cleveland can't afford the tank. They have
Yeah.
nothing to tank forward.
We can just agree on that one. I hate to say that because I really I have so much love for like some Detroit fan. Well, a Detroit
I
fan.
have
They
none.
just like hate it. I'm just like, oh. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just don't see this being like their rebuilding year. Like they need more. But so what was the second part?
Who's the team that everybody's favorite to win the Super Bowl but won't get there?
Chargers. You can cash that in. And I might be wrong. Come on, am I not wrong? Come on. You can't. No, we're not doing it. No, we done tried it, and it's not doing. The odds are not in that favor.
I could see.
I
I mean,
mean,
I
I
could
think
see
they'll
them
have
not
a heck
making
of
the
a run.
playoffs.
Yeah, I think they'll have a heck of a run. It's not happening though. I mean, honestly, I would put money on that, and I don't bet money on football. So,
Well, the AFC West is gonna be tough. So I mean, I'll go with that. The team that I think that everybody would have them in the Super Bowl that may not get there this year. Buffalo always disappoints me though.
ah, well, they didn't
But one
disappoint
of them's got to get there, so I have to go with the runner-up, and that's gonna be Kansas City.
you. You would, and that's possible. Mm, that's possible.
Can we say Dallas? Because at least we know that's not going to happen.
Right? That's the guarantee.
So there you go, dude. Dallas.
I told you the joke about that. I was like, maybe the Super
I'm
Bowl's
staying
about
Dallas.
here. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Okay, what next?
Next one is. Oh, this is this is awkward. If you what celebrity crush would you go out with for one night? Only deal is you only can go to a movie and theater, no touchy feelies.
Oh shoot!
Well,
Well, I
I'm
already,
going solo at that point, so thank you.
I mean, I already if I can't touch them or do anything, oh, that's weird. Celebrity crush, like so celebrity. Like, are we talking movies or what?
Anything. He
Oh,
didn't say, but I'm just gonna go anything. Sports,
mm,
movies,
sports.
TV, whatever.
I, well, I mean, I would give. Let's just do Travis Kelsey. I mean, I don't have to touch him. Shit, I watch him all the time. I'm good with that. I'm afraid if
I'm
I
just
did
gonna
it
go with I
wrong.
don't know.
No, let me hear it.
I don't know who it'd be. Probably Becky Lynch just because of her Irish accent.
Oh, gotta love that accent. Hey, I'm a fan of an accent. I like an Australian
I mean, the,
accent.
the realization, anyway, knows that us normal people can't get these people anyway, so who cares? I'm just going on a
Right.
whim.
Like just being in the space. It's like just enough. Let's go. I'd be lucky if I didn't fucking just fucking fangirl and pass out. Oh shoot. I do though. Let's go. What's next?
Finish up on here. Five more. Here we go. Um, what was your dream? I don't know who this is from. This person don't follow me. What is your dream goal in life? And how old do you plan on? How old do you think you will be when you get married? Have a good night.
Never years old, and I just want to like work,
My
and
dream goal, I
I just
just
want
want
to
to
work
live.
it out that like I don't have to work anymore. That makes sense.
I just want to get rich, dude. Okay.
That's me. I just want to.
Um, and
Let's
on
work.
your last one, never. Just gonna throw that out there.
What was
You're.
that?
I don't know who this person is. I said never because I don't know who this person is, and I'm definitely not going to start giving out ages because then you may kind of think my age. So that's kind of
Oh,
weird.
I know, but okay.
Well, yeah, you do, but
Mhm.
this person doesn't, and he has 5 followers. So there you go.
Oh well, we don't need that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, nope. Alrighty. Moving on to more intelligent ones. Why would why would oh we got another weird speech one. Why would okay. Why why do you like your favorite teams in each sport? Just curious. Mine is Dallas, but I have family that's loved them forever. Okay, I respect that.
Yeah, I respect that.
Also, do you think the NFL will eventually go globally?
I mean, we already have. So,
Well, my team, why do I like him? Because John Elway is the best quarterback to play. One, two. I still think if he would have played in Super Bowl in the '99 season, I still think they would have three-peated.
mm,
But and what was the last one? Globally, I eventually, I guess.
we're doing it. We're booking more and more games domestically.
Denver's going to London, so that's
Right.
cool.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's
Best
happening.
teams go to London. Feel free, enjoy the show. Never message, so I guess we'll give this a try. Cool. I know Jason Ross.
You got
Cool.
a follower. I like it.
Um, if you could interview, if you could both could interview anyone, who would it be and why? Good luck the rest of the way. And is your guest tonight ever going to host her own podcast? Would love to listen to that.
That's terrible. Who said that?
Woo!
Me.
Jason Ross.
Oh
Yes,
no,
Ross.
I probably am not going to. I'm doing this for fun, and it is a lot of fun. Hey,
Um,
go ahead.
no, there you go. I think he has a crush. That's probably why. Um, what was the question?
Hey, that's flattering. It was
What
like a lot of questions in there.
I know.
I've been a Chiefs fan.
Oh, interview anybody I could.
Yeah,
John Elway. I want to know why he retired. That team could have gone three-peated.
I-
The
my,
first in the
mine,
world.
mine would be Brett Favre. Like I would just love to talk to him.
I bet you would. He probably send you some pictures too.
Oops, that was the worst thing.
Never say never.
No, man. No, that was good stuff. That was like my childhood football. Like
No, I
that.
like Brett Favre. No.
Fun. Like all the nitty gritty players. Just growing up watching them grind it out. Like at that point, I didn't have like a team. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
I was just like, man, that guy's really good.
I respect that.
Yeah.
2 more, and then we got 4 minutes left. Um,
I got a few more. You're good.
this one I'm picking. I'm sorry, guys. I just gotta roll with these now. If you could go anywhere, if you have one person to go with, and you could go anywhere, where would it be, and with who?
Oh,
I'm going to assume people I personally know because I'm not going to go out with strangers. My mom always told me don't talk to strangers. Um, oh Lord, one person where uh, Ireland definitely. With who? If my
I,
dad's in better shape, maybe him. I don't know. That's a tough one because I got to play all these roles because would he go if my mom's not going? That's the thing.
so I'll just say Isle of Man. Everybody needs to go there. I haven't gone there. I'm gonna go there. And I'll just go by myself and find some. I'll just like be friends. I don't
Well,
care.
I'm just gonna go by myself for Ireland and go to St. Patrick's Day, and we're all just gonna have some fun
Right. Yeah. You just gotta look like.
and probably get who knows. Um, do you plan on living? I'm not gonna say too much on this one. This one's questionable. Do you guys plan on living in your same areas you guys currently live in for the rest of your life?
No.
Me, currently with the situation I'm dealing with, yes.
No.
Um,
No. I'm trying to jump ship.
but we don't know. No offense, Drew. I don't know. I can't predict the future. Sorry. I don't know. Currently, right now, yes, but in the future, I don't know. I can't predict that.
Just say hell no. Come on. Live in Oklahoma. Like, don't you want to live on an island somewhere?
When you
So
own it,
you
but see,
don't
but the thing is, when you own a house and there's no, I don't think you got to pay on mortgage, property taxes. It's tough, especially with
time to
this
sell.
current inflation.
No, it's the time to sell.
Eventually down the road.
Eventually down there. So no. You're supposed to say, yeah, I want to go live in the Bahamas. That's yes, let's do that.
Yes, I'm gonna go live in Antarctica. I'm gonna go save the nature.
Yeah, hug a tree. Like, come on.
You can't in Antarctica.
Oh no! Oh my God, cold. I can't do cold. Nope.
Oh, who are you? You're a decent follower. Let's see what you ask. Sean. You get a lot of Sean's lately. This one's SHAWN.
Respect.
I don't know about this one.
Personal or what?
Yeah, it's touchy. With their way, I'm not gonna answer it. My answer is no. So there you go.
I respect
if
that. I super respect that. Thank you.
yeah, my answers no already. Um, with the rise in inflation, oh, this is a political question. If the rise in inflation is going on, gas prices continue to rise, and everybody making ends meet, barely making ends meet, would either of you consider making an OnlyFans account since that's where the money's at? Ha ha, but serious question.
Mm.
Okay, Sean. Well, my question is no. Nobody wants to see me. First of all. Second of all, I do have some respect for myself, so definitely a no. And third, again, nobody wants to see me, so no.
I'm not doing that shit.
She
No,
may
no.
sell her feet on there if you want feet pics. I
I
guess.
mean, I think people want to see them so they can sell it, but I'm not fucking doing that.
And
50s.
second of all, dude,
Oh, you just made me curse. I'm so sorry.
I
Sorry, though.
think I'd be one more. Is there any one more that's like respects my intelligence here? Nobody wants to see that, dude. I'm sorry, Sean. Nobody. Oh, here we go, Robert. Oh Lord Jesus. Okay, we're all going to answer 5 questions you sent, but we will get 2 of them. Would you ever go on a cruise? If so, where? Number one. Okay, I'm
I would
not
love to
doing
Alaskan cruise. Are you kidding?
OnlyFans. No, I'm not going to answer that. We've already answered that. Number three. What's your thoughts on OnlyFans? People doing OnlyFans, I think it's pretty cool. I have no issue with it. I'm not like I'm going to pay for it, but I
Make
have no issue
money,
with people
babe.
making money.
I'm just trying to like talk football though. Like, so I don't know
I'm
where
telling you, what
it's coming
happens is they know they follow these accounts and realize a woman's on there and they ask these stupid questions.
from. Right, exactly.
Okay,
No,
first off, if I had to go to cruise, I was supposed to go to one in 2020, and it would have been the week of my dad's stroke, but COVID put it into that anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It was actually going to Alaska, so I was bummed on that, but I would like to go back eventually or go to Alaska. OnlyFans, no, I'm not doing that. I have respect for myself. Number two, okay, that's number two. Number three. Why is it that they make a lot of money on OnlyFans? I think it's kind of cool. Not like I'm going to pay for it. I don't know. They do them. A lot of weird freaks in this country. Number four.
I'm just letting you answer these. You just go.
Number
Good Lord, no.
number four. Would you ever? No. Okay, dude. Seriously, you're gonna get. I'm gonna answer these. I'm gonna block you, dude. By the way. So congrats.
Welcome to
Um,
Woman on Twitter.
it is. That's exactly what it is. I don't like
Exactly what it is.
number four. Okay, I'm no. We're not. No. No.
Just hard nose. Just no.
That's a. I'll have to text you that one. Number five. Um, I think this is the same goes back to this last number four. No, I no. I'm not gonna answer that one.
Hey, go Chiefs, man. We're gonna fucking win it. First again. I'm sorry. Jeez. I can't wait to like cash receipts.
I know exactly.
That's all I
Number five. Number four. I'm not gonna answer. Number five. 4th of July is over. What holiday are you looking forward towards next? And do you have any traditions in those? Why are you gonna ask number four with the most stupidest question? And number five is the most
hold on.
weirdest
We
question.
want to talk about holidays. Like for me, it's like I don't do holidays. I do like preseason games, kickoff game. Like I don't. I still have my Christmas tree up. It's still in my house, like displayed. I don't I don't do that. I like let's just let football.
This
You
year I
know,
like Christmas just because Denver's playing on Christmas Day.
and you're gonna lose. It's fine. But no, like for me, I just like
No,
no,
ma'am.
no, those things just don't like football's just football. Like that gets in the way of football for me. I guess a little bit, and I mean that might sound really weird to say, but like it's just football.
How are we on time?
I don't know. I give you a few minutes.
Would your guest ever dye her hair from being blonde? There you
Oh
go.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the year we won the Super Bowl, it was red and yellow. Can I tell you?
Ooh.
We lost against the Raiders. And I was
Go
like,
figure.
hold on. Yeah, right. I was like, hold on. I got to do something. I was like, there was like a shift in the matrix and like things weren't okay. And I was like, so I literally like, dyed it red and yellow. And then, hey, Super Bowl, we won it. Like, we won it. Not to say it was my fault or anything, but like, oh, shoot. It was yeah. So I like the blonde. The blonde is good, but I mean, yeah, I don't know if we get down like this coming year, like really really bad, it's going red and yellow again. So that's all I gotta say.
This one's okay. I'm deleting stupid ones. I've about had it with these morons. And they're getting blocked, by the
You
way.
have to weed them out like hourly.
And what's funny is I don't get any of these until I actually say, hey, if you have any questions.
well,
Alrighty, here we go. Let's, whatever at this point. This one's just as retarded as the other ones are. I probably can't say retarded, but special.
oh special needs.
Would you ever? No, come on,
No,
guys. No.
just don't even worry about it. This is cracking me up. Like
It says, would you ever have your
this is the
podcast on
stuff I deal
OnlyFans
with. No, this
and
is what
charge?
I deal with every day on an everyday basis. So
But here's what the question is: would you ever have your podcast on OnlyFans, because that's where OnlyFans is wanting to get actual more content creators on their page that actually is not regards to adult entertainment. Would you
oh,
ever suggest it? You know what, dude? Just for you, I would, and I'll make you pay me $55 a week.
yeah, that's ridiculous. Just get on
No,
TikTok and talk about your feelings. Like that's what I love about or not TikTok. I'm so sorry, Twitter. That's what I love about Twitter. You can just like be yourself.
TikTok is special,
Oh,
people.
oh, I would never. I mean, I do watch it. Like, don't get me wrong, but oh no.
I got tired of the bots, so it got deleted. That was too
Well,
many
it's
that
the
kept.
worst. It's even worse than Twitter.
Yeah, I just said screw it. I'm done. Bye. Last one, because this is about the only most intelligent one that there is. Everybody else, you got blocked. Congrats. How many years have you been doing podcast, and how much more do you plan on doing it? Best of luck for you, and best of luck to your Chiefs guest tonight. I don't really care much for football, but I do respect it. Okay, fair enough. Since 2020, and how long I don't really know. Whenever I get
I've done like
bored,
4, so does that count for something?
yeah.
I really enjoy it. I really super do. It like gives me a chance to like I don't know, I'm super passionate about it. So I just like to go and talk crap.
Yeah, dude. 2020 for me, and I don't know. I've gone through 103 episodes, I think now. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe 500. Call it quits. I don't know. We'll see.
He's killing it. You better follow him.
And no, to all you OnlyFans people, no, none of this is going to OnlyFans. I'm not going on there, and that's all there is to it. So
That hat's pretty good looking. I mean, it is a Broncos hat. Oh my
you
god.
definitely should get one.
Well, I'm gonna have to wear one if I lose the freaking bet we made.
Exactly. I got it. I got it on. We got it on media, so nobody can back out of it now.
Yeah, cash and receipts. We'll see. I'm always ready. I never say something unless I'm really ready.
What I am ready for is snow.
Already?
Already, I got to.
Already? Um,
Yes.
I just want like 75 and overcast.
I want mid 60s. You
I
can't
know.
say 69 because you got all those weird freaks. They're like, oh, he says 69. Like, yes, it's a number.
You can say that. I can't say that. That's the difference.
You know what's the sad part is though? You don't have to say much of anything, and they whatever.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Well, there you go. Hey, this has been a lot of fun.
Yes, we're done.
Chiefs are doing it. I think they're gonna win it. The division.
However, guys, we got training camp is starting next week, I believe, week after. So football is back. Just be with us, and OnlyFans,
No.
have fun.
Bye.
But anyway.
Thanks,
Guys,
guys.
ladies and gentlemen, it's been fun. Have a wonderful weekend. I was about to say 4th of July weekend, but it's not, definitely not that. But check us out on major podcast platforms and give us a follow on air with Mike and air raid underscore podcast on Twitter. Tisha is something for KC. Now here for football for KC, I believe is what it is. And other than that, all we got. Enjoy the show. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you sometime next week.
I love it. Had fun. Thank you.